हाँ जी दोस्तों की हाल चाल है ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਨਵੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਫਸਟ ਪਾਰਟ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫਸਟ ਪਾਰਟ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਮੈਂਟਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੱਸਿਓ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਰਦੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਪਾਰਟ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ
Well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did,
She'll make it right. She always does.
we have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
iPhone देखो नवे मॉडल दा
Miss Burnwood,
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
लो भी मेरे हिसाब ਨਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੇਡੀ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਡੈਥ ਇਨ ਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਖੜਾਤੀ ਬਾਈਕ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਵਾ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਗਨ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਲਾਲ ਜਿਹੇ ਕਲਰ 'ਚ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੇਡੀ ਉਹ ਮਾਰਨੀ ਆ ਆਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlisle. Please wait. Mr. Whitmer.
ਬੰਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਡੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ
Madame Carlisle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਹਾਇਰ ਇਹ
A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlisle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get...
ਓਕੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ
Engage on contact. Loud and clear. Somewhere over there, lad. Engage. Doctor here, now. Need assistance.
ਸਾਰੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਠੋਕਤੇ ਡੈਡ ਬੋਡੀਆਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੇ ਲਕੋ ਦਈਏ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਛੱਡ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਦੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਦੋ ਆ ਮਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਲਕੋ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਨੂ ਇਹ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਹਟ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਲਏ ਨੇ ਬਾਂਦਰਾਂ ਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਇੱਕ 2 3 4 ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਬੰਦਰ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੀ ਭਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਣਨਾ ਵਾ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਟਰ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਅੰਦਰ। ਅੱਗੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਕੀ ਬਣਦਾ। ਭਰਤੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾ ਲਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਬੁੜੀ ਲੈਣ ਆਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ। ਬੁੜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੰਦਰ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਆ, ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ। ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਟੂ ਦੀ ਸਟਾਫ ਮੈਂਬਰ।
Thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me.
ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ।
I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this and I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
Just keep calm. Sir, I need to pat you down if you want access to this area.
ਤੇ ਇਨਲੀਗਲ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੀ ਆ। ਆਪਣੀ ਗਨ ਆ ਤੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ। ਹੋਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੀ ਆ।
Sir, I'm gonna have to pat you down real quick. Just stay calm, please.
ਗਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਰੱਖਤੀ।
Move on.
ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਜਾਣਾ ਅੰਦਰ। ਉਹ ਖੜੀ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਬੁੜੀ, ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ
Mr.
ਲਈ।
Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible.
Okay.
Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments?
Haan,
Or do you prefer to
zarur.
go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੁੜੀ ਠੋਕਣੀ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਬੁੜੀ ਵੀ ਗਈ ਆ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਾ। ਸਿੱਧਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਮਗਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ।
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madam Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Okay. Channa pa main andar check karda.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
ਬੰਦਾ ਮਰਿਆ ਪਿਆ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਇਹ ਮਰ ਗਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੈੱਟ ਕਰੀਏ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਕੀ ਚੱਕਰ ਆ ਕੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਚਲੋ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਲੀਵ ਕਰੋ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ ਮਰ ਗਈ ਤਾਂ ਮਰ ਗਈ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਕੈਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਂ ਵੀ ਕੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਆ
Throat markings indicate a rare short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
हाँ भैया दारुआं विस्की दोनों स्कैन हो गया हाँ पे लैपटॉप
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Letter, suicide letter.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Kachu. ਚਾਕੂ ਪਿਆ ਚਾਕੂ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਬੁੱਕ Oh,
a hidden door.
Hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
मतलब बंदा इत्थे होना मैप करदा
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
ਆਇਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਗਿਆ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madam Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning.
Okay.
That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you.
ਮਾਰਿਆ ਬੁੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ
It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵਾ ਕਿਹਨੇ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ
Keep track of your findings.
ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ
Please come and
ਦੇਖਦੇ
see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madam Carlyle.
Okay.
Unsolve a murder mystery, 47. Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Please don't. Oh!
What? Hey, Ron, did Yates mention
Their
anything about
command.
the Carlisle account?
Yeah, it looks like an accident.
Yes, I'm in England now. It's all gone. Ron and I haven't been briefed about shit. What the fuck do I say to Carlisle? I feel completely blindsided here. I have no idea what's going on. It's all gone. No, she's calm as ice. It's just not natural. Nobody's that calm. It's gonna end in murder, I'm telling you.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
उत्थों ही वापस चलते हैं बाहर। ओह, अब तो हम जा ही नहीं सकते।
Only unite across time, we could crush.
All right there.
Are you only interested? I should
A pin in it, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
Calm the fuck down, Ant. You know I'm good for it. I'm a Carlisle. I'm made of money. Just lean back and enjoy the interest. Meanwhile, go and have some drinks on me. No, Christ, I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you calm the fuck down.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow...
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him, then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still...
How can you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take things...
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my...
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madam Carlyle.
ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਮਰੂਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਪਾਉਣੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਪਿੱਛਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਡੈਡ ਬੋਡੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਬਾੜ ਦਈਏ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਪਾ ਲਈਏ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੀ ਡੈਡ ਬੋਡੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾ ਦਈਏ ਬਾਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਫਿਊਜ਼ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਵਾਇਰ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਆ पे फ्यूज ते फ्यूज आप पा लिया जेब च। हुण आप जाना सीधा बाहर, पाउनी है वर्दी, लाउना फ्यूज ते जोड़नियां तारां, पाउने पटाके।
Like a puppy tumbling off a chair.
Well, I can't say you don't.
Think about it this way. It might sound cynical, but any risk is good.
This past weekend during an appearance at the annual Mark Elvis Foundation fundraiser in Paris. The starlet was snatched out in a luxe beige crepe dress. Someone should tell her.
Oh, sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
तो पक्का छती।
It works. I'm ready for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then. Down by the fountain.
Flew under the radar when it came to her attention.
I don't think so. She really respects you.
Right ahead, please.
If you just stopped craving her approval. You're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlisle Empire, though.
ते मारना पाओ बुढ़ी नू, आ बुढ़ी पहुंच चुकी है अपनी लोकेशन ते बुढ़ी दा खाना पा करना कत्ल।
Hi, good afternoon.
It's just in front of the fountain.
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
Listen, everyone. I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be patient for a little longer. I will address you in the sitting room afterwards. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with. There's a puddle of water here. Oh, never mind. Let's just get this done, shall we?
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look.
Agree.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine? You look like a nervous wreck.
That's Madame Carlisle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
We've got Price and Chamberlain with us in the studio today. Price, where do you stand on these harrowing reports circulating about Liam McNeil's off-the-pitch behaviour?
Honestly, I think it's unbelievable.
Command. Got it. I'm shutting down this freak show.
Are you okay?
See that every day. Wonder what happened.
लो जी आप केस सॉल्व कर लिया सीगा ते ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਾਨ ਕੱਢ ਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ। ਡੋਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੇਖਣੇ ਆ ਲੋਕ ਕੇ। ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਕੱਢਣਾ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਵੀ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਖਾਤਮਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me, said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
Oh, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. That stuff with your ex is like manipulation 101.
I know.
लुक के यहाँ से निकल जाएंगे। मिशन आप कर चुके हैं पूरा ते अपना बंदा निकल गया
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out. It's the Constantine. Shit.
की गल होगी हम आ रहे हैं कोई बात नहीं हार्ले डेविडसन काट के लगे पूरा अपना चक्को जी मिशन पूरा